Every week, our friends from 22nd Century Media join us to talk about what's going on outside the city in various suburbs. We like to call it Blurbs from the Burbs. Jon DePaolis is here now to tell us more. John, good to see you.
Good to see you, sir.
And we start with a really disturbing story out of Glencoe about just dozens of dogs who are just really poorly taken care of.
Yeah, it's a really heartbreaking story with a little bit of hope at the end, albeit. But last week, Glencoe police were doing a well-being check on a home, and they found 35 dogs in a house. Now, they took ownership of the dogs. The owner has since been charged with 6 misdemeanor counts, 3 of which relate to animal cruelty. But some of these dogs, as you can see from the pictures, were just in terrible shape. Unfortunately, 5 had to be euthanized. The rest, I mean, they were covered in dirt and grime and all sorts of horrible things. Some of the vets said that it took up to 2 hours to clean and to shave some of these dogs. But the part that there's a little bit of hope for is Tales of Hope, which is an adoption center in Highland Park, is hoping to take possession of the dogs as soon as they're deemed healthy. And then they're going to try to find them some good homes. But yeah, it's just a really sad story and definitely still developing. But the kindness of those vets and the police officers for saving them has definitely went a long way.
Good. I'm glad to hear that. Now, there's another dog making news as well in terms of how he helped a young girl to walk.
Yeah, it's a really fascinating story. Now, Bella Rodriguez is an 8-year-old from Mokina, and last year she contracted the H1N1 flu virus, and that led to a whole host of medical issues for her that ultimately resulted in her losing her lower right leg. And so she had to relearn how to walk with a prosthetic. So enter Max, an 11-year-old golden retriever who was certified to work with patients at Silver Cross Hospital. He would walk down the hall with her, and he also would play fetch and some other things. They became such a good duo, a good pair, that Max actually works exclusively with Bella now, and it's gotten to the point to where her parents are, they told us that she might even get a prosthetic that could help her go swimming. So it's a really nice story, and definitely kind of a cool thing happening in Mokina.
Love to hear it. Very nice. And then you have a story out of New Lenox about a man who put on a benefit last week for disabled veterans, right?
Yeah, you know, New Lenox likes to go by the home of proud Americans, and maybe none more so than Marino Nadalin. He's never served in the military, but he has a huge, immense respect for veterans and those who do serve. And so 4 years ago, he started a benefit to help disabled veterans as well as the Mantino Veterans Home. And so it's doubled in its fundraising efforts each year. It was held this past weekend in Frankfurt at CD&Me over on LaGrange. And it's just been a huge hit, and it's really helping a lot of veterans in the area. And just another cool thing that a New Lenox guy is doing to help his fellow man.
Good for him.
Definitely.
Fantastic. And where do we go for more information on any of these stories?
You can go to mokinamessenger.com or 22ndcenturymedia.com.
John, good to see you.
Good to see you.